Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Susan Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Minnesota. And today I had to pre-record my video. Tony and I decided to make a vacation of our trip to Texas. So we are not home yet. Oh, I see this is a little crooked. You'll bear with me, won't you? Okay, so I'm watching myself on the computer so that I can make sure you can, that I have a good picture for you and all that. Hopefully my sound is good too. I did turn my volume up. So thank you for joining me. These are all the places you can find me if you need to contact me. If you would email me at susan@northstarstamper.com, I would appreciate that. My website has all kinds of little tidbits here and there. Fun folds are my favorite, so if you're looking for some fun fold directions, that's a good place to go. And then if you're interested in shopping with me, northstarstamper.stampinup.net. You probably have heard me say that another Sue Kramer took our name. That's how I always put it. Oh, I should look her up and see if she's going to be in Houston. Okay, so we are using two new products from the mini catalog. If you have yours handy on page 30, we're going to be using the Cake Fancy set. And if you've been around with me for a while, you know these are my favorite kinds of stamp sets that you can mix and match and do different things. So if you saw my birthday card yesterday on my blog, I used this to make a birthday card. And I'm doing that the 17th of every month. And then the paper we're going to use is this paper here. I think it's called Light and Airy. Yes, Designer Series paper. I don't have the balloons. They're really cute, and I love the heart, but I was really sad that there was no heart shape. Let me turn the page here. There was no heart shape in the stamps, and you know I love stamps, so I didn't get that. I only have a bit of the paper. I have lots of the embellishments, but we're not using those today, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So we're going to use this Designer Series paper, and I have all the cardstock ready to go. Let's do that first. And I think these are all the pages. So I love the pastels, and you know I love stripes. I thought that looked good. That would go good with the cake because it kind of looks like icing on the cake. I should get that back out. Let me go more quickly through these because you can see these online. Once they're live, you can see them online. The dots are cute. I'm thinking ahead as to what I'm going to be making tonight. So if you don't get the stamps and dies, the paper is always a fun way to add interesting things to your stash. Oh, I love the stripes. It looks like argyle, but it's very colorful. That one I have a sample with. Again, I think that, oh, we've seen the yellow already. We've seen the dots. Is that all of them? Are there only, maybe there are only 6 designs. Let me go through here real quick. We've seen them. Yep. I thought there were 8 designs. Clouds are cute. All right. Yeah. So those are my choices today. And I've grabbed all the inks. Oh, that's what I was going to suggest. If you don't have all the ink colors yet, add 1 to every order for the next couple years, and then over time you'll be adding to your stash. That's exactly what I did as a customer. And I think it was the month after I added the last color to my the ink colors I have, they went and changed the colors on me. So my last ink color, it was a purple, and a month later it was retired. So anyway, so here are the colors in here. I should grab that back. I believe this is Flirty Flamingo. We have Azure Afternoon. I don't have full sheets here. Balmy Blue. Bubble Bath. Oh, I already said Flirty Flamingo. Yeah, let's turn this over. Fresh Freesia. Oh dear. Lemon Lolly. Puddle Pink. And Pool Party. I think that's this one. So those are all the colors in this Designer Series paper. But we are going to be using this stamp set, the Cake Fancy. So you saw that. Hopefully you have your catalog out. And what I did hopefully you can see this. I went and stamped all the images. And the card I used yesterday, I played around with the colors to find the best color to make a chocolate cake. I discovered was pecan pie. I wanted you to see what crumb cake looked like. When I stamped this image here, I thought that kind of looks like a pizza. So that's what I tried to do here. I inked just the end in crumb cake, and then I used a blending brush to add, I forget which red that was, to make it look like spaghetti or pizza sauce, and then I tried to add toppings. I don't know, I was being silly. But anyway, you get the idea. And then here are the other stamps, a lot of little ones. We're going to use those today. We're going to make a thinking of you card, and the sentiments are really fun to mix and match. Time for cake. Enjoy your special day. How about enjoy and then just stamp your cake? Oh, that'd be kind of cute. Enjoy your cake. And birthday wishes, you've seen me use that a few times. I did have trouble with this one. It was supposed to be the edging on your cake, but you'll see I did use that in my sample. So every month, Stampin' Up! Suggests that we show our customers how to do simple stamping. And to use a Stampin' Up! Definition of simple stamping is stamps, ink, and paper. And then every month they issue a challenge to the demonstrators. And, oh, this one doesn't quite match, because March is supposed to be a thinking of you. So this is obviously a birthday card. So they suggested stamps, ink, paper, and designer series paper. So that's what I did here. But I forgot to check, and the theme was supposed to be thinking of you. So that's what we're going to make tonight. A simple stamping so that I can put it out there with the hashtag Stampin' Up Simple Stamping. And then hopefully Stampin' Up will see it. So we are going to use the flowers. I think it'd be fun to use the flowers, and then enjoy your special day, I think, right? Enjoy your special day. That's close enough to thinking of you, I think. And then we're going to do the flowers. And then we're going to do something similar to this with one of the papers. I like the stripes. Let's use the stripes. And if I remember, I did this 3. We're going to cut off 1 inch. That's a nice size scrap. So kind of think ahead when you're cutting things. So there's our designer series paper, DSP. And then what color paper do we want with this? I kind of like the yellow. I like the yellow. We're going to do yellow. Lemon Lolly. This is such a nice, let's score first. So to score, put it flush against the top and mark it, hold it where you are. And I always use my hand here. And this time we're going to score first. Then we're going to turn it sideways, and half of 8 1/2 is 4 1/4. I do keep a Post-it note on my table or above my workspace that has those dimensions, and so after a while you don't have to look at it. But when you're starting out, make yourself cheat sheets. Nothing wrong with that, so that you don't have to measure it every time. I think I was always in a hurry, so I wanted to. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? You could put anything on there. Anything at all. I do have, if I can find it, a piece of basic white that we're going to stamp on. And I do have a lot of blocks, so I have all of these stamps on blocks. I don't have enough blocks for all of them, though, because a lot of them are small. A lot of them are small. So let me show you what I do. I think you've seen this before. So like this one. I needed a little bigger block for this flower, but you can see I put 2 stamps on this one block, and I put them on opposite sides, on opposite corners or opposite ends, depending on the stamp, so that I can stamp, ink and stamp and clean it, and then flip it over and use the other one. So doing stamps and leaves would be good on one block too, but that's a way, if you don't have a lot of blocks, and you have a stamp set with lots of stamps, you can get by with fewer blocks. All right, let's see. They don't really have a green in here, do they? Let me pull that list back. I do have some extra colors. They do not have a green, but yet they have flowers with leaves. All right. I did like that big flower. And then this flower was really interesting. This flower here, I like to point with this one. I don't know how they did it, but this is just one stamp, and it does give you those darker, more solid lines, differentiating the petals on that, which here it's open. The lines are open. Let me show you back here on this one. So I don't know if you can see. You can see the lines here, and then this one, they're white. I'm waiting for my video to catch up. So kind of interesting. I don't know how they did it. I think it is if it's a distinctive stamp or not. I can't remember. So we're just gonna stamp on here. I feel like using Bubble Bath. Lemon Lolly's really light. And then let's do something different for the leaves. You know what? We're going to stamp on here. We're going to practice on a piece. This is kind of a big for a scrap. Let's see what it looks like with... And I would use just scratch paper if I were doing this. Just to practice on. And you know I like to practice ink. Make sure you can see. Oh, I have too many things. Too many things in my video. Let's move some things. Put that off to the side. So that was Bubble Bath. And then I thought about using, I'll just line them up here. Lemon Lolly for the other side. The other flower. Oh, you can't see that at all. That is very pale. Should we make it very unique? Let's try something. I thought about doing this. We're going to make blue flowers. How about that? Just to be... Oh, look at that. All right. I like the blue. And then we're going to do... Let's just do balmy blue. I think Pool Party is a little too pale. It's got kind of a brown undertone. So now I have to find my leaf. See, I have too many on here. Let's switch these up a little bit. I know I'm not going to use the oh, see, I didn't get a good image there. Those are too much alike. But it'll work. We'll just do a little accent with the blue. Okay, back to our paper. So I have Bubble Bath, Azure Afternoon, and Balmy Blue are the colors I'm using. And I do want to switch these out to smaller blocks. So it is possible to use a bigger box, but you can see I didn't get a good image. Let's rearrange these a little bit. So I'm going to stamp along the edge. So ink, 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 stamp. Again, I'm using my glass mat. We're going to put these off the edge. Maybe we should stamp our sentiment next. And we wanted it to say, enjoy your special day. See, this is the problem with having all of my stamps out. There's just way too many to choose from. Guess I should have put some away, huh? Alright, bear with me. Time for cake on that one. And this one says, your special day. So we'll use Azure Afternoon. Your special day. Now I have to find enjoy. And we'll do that. We'll stay with Azure Afternoon. Sorry, I need to pull this closer to me and make sure it's straight. There we go. Enjoy your special day. Now we're going to finish adding the flowers. I just didn't want to put too many flowers too close to where I wanted my sentiment. All right. I like the pink there. Let's add some really tiny little flowers in Azure Afternoon. I'm curious to know, what kind of stamping do you like to do? I do like to use lots of different colors. And these smaller stamps where you get to build something. So in this case, they suggest we build a cake. We are just building a flower garden. How's that? I do like to build scenes and those types of things too. So there it is so far. That's Bubble Bath and Azure Afternoon. We're going to move this around and use Balmy Blue. Let's do this bigger flower. Why not? Oh, that's good. I like it. So I'm going off the edge. I think that's good. And maybe one more here. And you can overlap them. It's interesting how when you overlap, you sometimes get different colors. All right. I think we're almost done. Look at this. Stamps, ink, and paper, and just a little scrap that could be. I think we need to add some yellow. I think there's a little yellow. There's some dots, if I can find it. Or I could do a yellow heart. That would be interesting. See, this is when I wish I was live, so you could tell me what to do. Where did that little dot go? I won't look too much harder. Too much harder? I won't look very long here. All right. So I guess I did really want to have these small. And it's not in the paper, but I'm going to add some Daffodil Delight. That Lemon Lolly was way too late to be seen. So let's close these up. Was I making you nervous having all the ink pads open? All right. Just some yellow dots. Let's see what it looks like in the middle of the flower. Nope, you can't see it. Just to add some yellow. I thought it was missing something when I put it to my card. Oh, sorry. I apologize if I was off camera. I don't think so. Nope, we're good. Just a little pop of yellow. There we go. Stamps, ink, and paper. Let me pull my first card back out. Stamps, ink, and paper. That's all. Try it. I challenge you to try making a card with stamps, ink, and paper. So some of my tips and tricks that I would offer, use a variety of colors. When you're stamping, although I did not do it there because I made the scene there, stamp off the edge. And normally I say an odd number time when you're adding elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it looks okay because there's enough other blue. But we're going to put that like that. And that's our Thinking of You card. Stamps, ink, and paper, a little piece of Designer Series paper, and you're good to go. Some purple would have looked good on there too, but that's all right. That's what I have for you today. Happy stamping. I hope you're well. I should be back live next Monday. Again, I take suggestions. If you want me to show you something in particular, a product, a technique, let me know. Fun fold. I haven't done a fun fold in a while. So if I don't hear from anybody, watch for a fun fold next Monday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Happy stamping.